Welcome to class on your own time. Today's practice will be building bridges to connect our mind and our body, to connect the spine to the mind and the brain, and see if we can stabilize, regulate, and bring harmony and calm to all of our systems within. So we'll begin in a lying down position, and we'll come into the breath, a very nurturing breath. So take your mat and find the blanket. If you want to put the blanket underneath your knees, a rolled blanket, as you lie down, just for extra comfort, you can do that. And recline on your side to easily get down on your back. And if you have some trouble on the floor, always know you can practice from a chair and adapt as necessary. So any injuries you have or anything your body needs, you can adjust as the time together goes by. So we're going to take that reclined position. You can keep the knees bent if that's more comfortable, or we can take the legs out straight as we begin in a reclined position coming into the breath. So we're going to take the arms above the head next to the ears, feeling the length of our physicality on the floor, feeling the earth beneath us as we inhale and exhale. Notice the breath. And notice as we inhale, we can reach away with the toes, pointing toes, reaching through the fingertips. And as we exhale, things will naturally gravitate toward our center. Let's flex the feet so we keep that nice stability in our core. Inhale. Exhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. And as you pass through center, let's take those shoulders down towards the floor. Yes, feel the broadness across the collarbones. Inhale, exhale, and take the arms down to the sides. And here we can feel the earth beneath our hands, beneath the arms, behind the shoulders, behind the spine. Take the feet out to the side if you'd like to release the legs before we begin moving. Inhale and exhale. Close the eyes and cutting out our visual distractions. Noticing the quality of the breath. And if we have the back body on the earth like this, we can feel that contact of our breath with the earth, that stabilizing force. And as you just begin to notice the quality of your breath coming more present into your practice, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Begin to visualize the breath traveling throughout the body so we can send that inhale down to our feet as if there's a bright light turning on at each contact area with the breath. And as we exhale, we can brighten up the legs and the torso all the way back up to the crown of the head, exhaling. Find that pathway in your breath that traces the line from the base of your physical space, of you in space, to the top of where you are in space. And then if you'd like to take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, again, feeling that physicality of your breath, inhaling and exhaling. We'll take that nurturing mother's breath, inhaling for 7 counts. Exhaling for 8 counts. And count this for a few rotations of breath, noticing that complete inhale and complete exhale at whatever pace your 7 is matching the 8 count of the exhale. As we wind our mind, body, and spirit around the breath, we find that stabilizing force, the light of the breath, that activates our entire body, activates our muscles, our circulatory system, keeps that magic heart beating, the miracle of the body. Let's bring a still image into our mind at the third eye, perhaps a gorgeous lake with a still surface. Calm the mind, allow things to settle. On your next inhale, feel that breath in your hands. And as you exhale, take the arms next to the side. Feel that grounding energy beneath your arms. Just press the full length of the arms into the floor. As you exhale, draw that light through the center of your torso, through the crown of the head. Hold that stability as you bend one knee and then the other. Taking the feet to the floor. If you have that blanket beneath you, take it to the side. Bring the feet closer so that you can feel the back of your heels in your hand, in your fingertips laid out on the floor there. And we take those feet hip width apart. And take the feet, full force of the feet, so we feel the core corners, big toe mound, little toe mound, inner heel, outer heel, as the knees maintain that hip width apart. So we're building a nice foundation here for a bridge of breath and movement. Inhale, send that breath to the base of the pelvis. Exhale, stabilize the spine just by exhaling and hugging the midline with your muscles and the core muscles. So notice them contracting towards the center. And inhale again. Let's just trace the line of the breath physically, flutter the eyes open. And then our next inhale, send it to the base of the pelvis. And the exhale, take the navel towards the floor. As you continue to hug towards the midline, take the navel towards the floor. As you inhale, the navel lifts back to neutral spine. And then we take that navel down again with the exhale. Follow the breath as you undulate the spine with the breath. So we have subtle movements as we breathe. The body responds, just kind of noticing the miracle of this dance, this choreography. Taking the navel towards the floor, lifting that pubic bone a little higher on the next exhale. With each exhale, you engage a few more muscles, pressing through the feet. The glutes get involved as you lift the low back off the mat and then come down again. So this is the bridge we're building, the shoulders to the hips. And then as we lift the hips, keeping that stable connection through the center line. Back again, down. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Really curling up, feeling that tucking of the pelvis up towards the sky as you hold the arms in place on the floor, folding those shoulders away from the midline. Keep the length from the crown of the head to the knees as you build this bridge. Only build the bridge as high as you'd like so you can stay pretty low to the floor, hover a couple of inches if you'd like. I'll just demonstrate keeping it low. Take the arms, exhale, press them into the floor, find stability here, and take another breath here with your built bridge. And from here, we're going to lift the right heel off the floor and press it down. And continue the path of stabilizing breath, lifting the heel off the floor and back down again. So we're keeping the stable bridge between the hips and the shoulders. And that stability of our spine and our breath, hugging the midline with each exhale and lifting that heel off the floor, strengthening the hamstrings, stabilizing our core. And then come down to the floor. Let the bridge close down like a drawbridge coming together. Let's take another refreshing inhale, energize, inhale, exhale, curl up, and find the bridge that you'd like the height of. Great. And holding again, let's inhale, hold the bridge, but mark your center line, lift the left heel off the floor. Just repeat that lifting. If you want to get super ambitious after this, we can lift the foot off the floor, but for right now, let's just lift the heel, feeling the stability from your hip to your shoulders, and then exhaling completely back down to the floor. Release the effort, and then inhale again. Exhale, lift up. Hold strong here. If you want to lift a foot an inch off the floor, you can do that, or just continue the heel lift. 5 more times. Now come back. Instead of going down, we'll just hold that bridge, switch it to the other side. So you're stabilizing through that right side, lifting the left, whether it be the heel or the whole foot. Up to you, customize. With your breath, come back to your bridge again. Imagine a block squeezing between the thighs. Hold strong. Where's that nice rectangle between your hips and your shoulders? Now let that rectangle go down. Stay in form as we come back down to the floor. Beautiful. Arms next to the ears. Straighten out the legs. Lengthen. Inhale, exhale, draw into the center line with your visualization. Hold strong here as you bend the knees again. Sweep the arms next to the body. Inhale, arms up towards the sky as if you're trying to hug a cloud above you. Reach up, let the shoulders lift, and then exhale, let them draw back down to the floor. So we've got that earth beneath us and stability in our shoulders. So now we're going to take that puppet on a string, keep that strong framework of our torso as we lift the right foot off the floor. The knee is staying in a 90-degree position, and it's as if we had a string between the right wrist and the right knee, just lifting into our puppet strings. And then try the other side. And if you start to compromise by straining your low back, take another break here. Inhale, exhale, and find that core strength that's going to support the fluidity of the movement. Re-engage as you lift and work this puppet. And whether how active you want to take it, you can lift higher or simply stay low. The focus here in our mind's eye with our still mind, steady body is just keep that core engaged as we lift. Lovely. So let's take the arms above the head and again reach long. So feel as if we're standing up. We have flexed feet this time. Flexing, arms next to ears. Let's link the thumbs so we keep that nice connection. And then point the feet and flex the feet. Point the feet and flex the feet. Circle the ankles in one direction. Circle them in the other. Stabilize in that core. Sweep the arms as you exhale down to the floor. And then we're going to give ourselves a hug. So bend one knee and then the other. And inhale, exhale. Again, nice engagement as you lift one knee towards the chest and then the other. Wrap your arms around the back of your thighs or around the shins. squeezing into center. Take the hands to the knees, guide them in a circle to the left. So we feel that on the back, low back, the earth supporting and massaging the low back. Let's take it the other direction. Exhale, inhale. Back to our nurturing breath. Cradling those knees. And allow the feet to drift to the floor, keeping the knees together. If you have a strap handy, we're going to take that strap underneath the thighs. Hold on to one side of the strap, right and left. And you're going to rock your knees, your thighs, side to side with the strap. We're cradling the low back here, cradling the thighs, giving ourselves a release of some of that effort we just had, warming up the core. Rock side to side, and then back to center as we take that strap over to the side for now. Inhale, knees to the chest, back of the thighs. Just come in for a thigh hug. Take those knees out towards the armpits, just feeling that stretch here in our hips. And then back to center with the knees. And then allow the feet to drift down to the floor. We're going to rock onto one side and come on up towards our tabletop, cushioning the knees underneath your shins. And if you want to stay on your back and just do those more of our puppet strings, you can do that here, or you can join me in taking this framework that we had and turning it upside down. So with our framework of our wrists to shoulders, of our shins on the floor, knees to hips, we're going to inhale, bring that mind's eye to the spine, top of the crown of the head, inhale. Send it all the way to the base of the pelvis, and exhale. Feel yourself hugging into the center. As you hug the center, roll those shoulders away from the ears, and inhale again, a gentle line of your envisioning down at the base of the spine and then back up again. Notice the navel hugging towards the spine. You can lift the back of the low ribs up towards the sky so we feel a nice support there. We've got the earth beneath us still. We're just holding that spine in space, requiring a little more support there through the midline. Inhale. As you exhale, curl the right toes under, and we're going to reach back. And with our right heel just coming back and forth. So we stretch out that hamstring nice and gentle as you stay stable through the hips. And then come back to center, and we're going to lift the right leg off the floor as we exhale. Yes, bringing that knee forward, we're coming back to the right. Inhale, exhale, stabilize, and reach the left leg back, curl the toes under, rock back and forth. Taking your time to feel that enlivening of the connection, the low back to the back heel. Inhale, exhale, find the framework, even out the hips as you lift the left leg off the floor. But notice you can support yourself in the midline, hug into it. You'll feel even stronger. Next exhale brings that knee back down, and this time we're going to reach the right leg back and match it on the left side with our arm, feeling the ground beneath you, there to support you. Lengthen the back of the neck, and then come down. Exhale, stabilizing force. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, navel towards the spine. Reach the left leg back. And lift that leg off the floor. And right arm comes up next to the ear. Find that stability through the exhale. All of those muscles working to keep that bridge between the shoulders and the hips strong. Come on down. And on your own, reach out to the other side. And down. Other side. As you come down, let's take the knees apart and reach the hips towards the heels. As you come into child's, reach the arms next to the ears, bring that third eye down, coming back to your orbiting around that stillness of the mind. Inhale, exhale, walk the fingertips over towards the right as we keep that grounding energy through the left hip. Drawing it back towards the left foot so you can feel that length developing in the space you're creating on your left side. Exhale, 8 counts. Walking those fingertips back across the midline. Inhale, exhale, walk over towards your left. With the right hip and the sits bone, feel that anchoring of it towards the right heel. We have that anchor in our poses, reminding us of the support we have within. Coming back to center, to our child's pose. Ease back up through a cat pose, up towards our tabletop, but stay in cat. The tailbone tucked under, so we can feel that expansion across the back. Exhale into cow. And again, only go as deep into cow as you'd like. 2 more times. Really notice the arcing of the spine with your breath as if you're painting that line down the middle as it moves in space. Beautiful. We're going to take the hands forward now, and we're going to curl the toes under toward a downward dog. So lift the knees off the mat, the thighs towards the ribs. Take a moment here to just notice that bridge between the crown of the head and the sits bones and the spine in between. We can still roll those shoulders away from the ears. Reaching away, keeping the knees bent so we lengthen our spine, and then pedal the right heel down, feeling the length in the hamstring. And then come on back to a bent knee there and pedal the left foot down. Use your breath to power the lengthening of your muscles. And if you want to come to forearms, that'll save the wrists some pressure. If you're on the wrist, just make sure you push away from the wrists, not down towards them. See if we can bring those heels closer to the floor in a down dog. Release the neck. We're going to bend the knees now and come with the hands walking towards the feet. Hanging down, you can move your blanket aside and then hang the head down as you take those hands. Find our grounding energy. As we hang the head down, keeping the knees bent. If at any point you want to get a chair to support the sits bones or just to sit on the chair to support yourself, you can do that. Hang the head down now to release the neck. Fingertips on the floor, pull back towards the body as you come up into a flat back. Hold strong here as if you have that block between the thighs. Taking the hands to the top of the thighs, come up to a flat back. And ease on up towards a chair pose, taking the hands to the thighs and pressing inward. That will take some pressure off of our low back. So feel that support of your hands on your thighs, lengthen through the spine. Now exhale into the midline. Hands to the hips now as we come on up towards our mountain pose. Holding strong through our quads, lifting up so we feel the length in the spine that we've already created by giving ourselves that horizontal space. And release the arms next to the side. Feel your solidity. Use the roots through the bottoms of your feet to feel that support, that solid earth beneath us. Inhale, exhale. Let that exhale lift the arms up towards the sky. So they just naturally ease on up as we take the right hand to the left wrist and lean over towards the right. And then back on up. Take the left hand, grab the right wrist and lean on over that way. Coming back up, I'm going to show it to the front, but we're going to repeat. Taking the right hand to the left wrist, lean on over, ease through the knees as you do this, and bring your left foot behind your right. So over to the other side, stand strong through the feet, and lengthen from your left foot to your left fingertips. And then back on up so you can stay at the base of the mat. As you exhale, hug into the midline and just notice that makes it a little easier to get back to our mountain pose. Switch to the other side. Left hand grabs right wrist. And we're going to take that foot back on the right side. Make sure you soften through the front knee so we protect it. And feel that. Again, roots of the right foot, and then lean on over. It should feel very luxurious. No pain, just ease. Come on up. Beautiful. Sweep the arms down. Roll the shoulders behind you. Roll the shoulders forward. Bring the arms forward. Take the back of the hands together. Inhale, exhale, stick out the tongue, and allow the hands to come behind you, linking the fingers behind you. And reach back so that we're opening across the front body, staying in mountain pose. And look over your right shoulder. And look over the left shoulder. Allow the hands to drop to the back. You can even bend the elbows if you'd like, if that's more comfortable, resting at the sacrum, making sure your tailbone is guided downward. As we look over the right shoulder, keep those shoulders broad. Let's reach the chin towards the right shoulder. I'll show it like this. Trace it along the collarbone to the midline. And then look down at your heart. Lift the head up, staying solid on your feet. Over to the left, look towards the left chin. Left chin. Look towards the left shoulder. And then reach out and trace the line across the collarbone to our middle zone, the heart. Looking down and lengthening through the back of the neck, keeping that hand back there, the hands back there to support you. Lift the head on up. Bring the gaze on up towards the sky. And then back to a neutral gaze. From your neutral place, find the steady point in the distance so you have a sense of your horizon line. And then just bring the eyes over to the right, and then over to the left, and right, and left again. And then find that steady neutral gaze. Inhale, exhale. Midline activates, release the arms, reach out so the arms are active through the fingertips from our shoulders onto the fingertips there. Right light, inhale, exhale, right ear toward right shoulder, keeping that opposite hand activated, and you can make tiny circles there, backward and forward. We're leaning over to the right. Now we want to take the right hand and help the head on up. Come back to those arrow arms. Inhale, exhale, left ear toward left shoulder. And we're going to swipe the right fingertips in a circle and then forward or backward, whatever direction works for you. Left hand helps the head up. Great. Reach our arms up to the sky, exhaling, releasing any stress. Come to our cactus arms. If you want to take this seated, you can as well. Bringing the pinkies together in front of our face, elbows together, forearms married with a nice gentle pressure there. Bring that on up to the sky and then separate when you need to, coming down to the ribs. And then bring it together 2 more times. Stabilize with the breath. We're building that strong bridge through the spine, supporting this vertical. Come on down to the ribs, hands on the hips. And if you're at the base of your mat now, you're going to step out to a wider stance. Not all the way to the edges, just a wide stance here. Nice. Feel the reach of the arms. So we establish our place in space here. Let's reach out to an X. Feeling beyond the space that we're creating with our bodies. So we can shine our light even further along than our physical space. Bring that sparkle out there. And then exhale, hands back to hips. Just feeling that stability through the feet. Connect the feet together just now so you can feel even the inner thighs respond, and we get that earth energy holding us in place, right? Beautiful. Let's reach the arms skyward vertically this time. And then we're going to drop our right hand behind us towards the right glute and look up at the sky, reaching up towards our left side, just lengthening from the left hip to the left fingertips. Elephant pose. Inhale into the left side, exhale, sweep it back, hugging into the midline. Lift our both arms up to the sky. And then drop the left hand behind you, left arm, that weighted arm. And we get to look up skyward and feel the natural lengthening on the right side, hip to fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Bringing it all back, arms to a T. Let's just look over our right fingertips to the distance. And the left. And bringing it back to your steady gaze, we're just going to begin to sweep the arms. So we're going to sweep the left arm, right arm can relax. We're taking the left arm and just sweeping across in front about shoulder level and then bending the elbow and back. And we lift the right arm and sweep it over towards the right. Bend the elbow, come back across our heart. Inhale, exhale. And can you hug into the midline as you create this movement and this reach? So you can reach just far in front of you, or you can reach over to the side for more of a twist, keeping soft in the knees. Just feeling that reach of the body and our capacity to reach beyond ourselves. Inhale, exhale to the left. And then the right. And then the next time we reach and inhale, exhale over to the left. We're going to switch our feet up. So we're going to end up in our warrior one pose, looking to the right. Beautiful. So we've drawn ourselves over here with the left hand. And then we're taking our hands to the hips and guiding those hips forward. So we find warrior one here. Beautiful. And let's bend that right knee, keeping it behind the middle 2 toes. So we can find our shape here again as we keep the feet connected and we feel that hip to shoulder connection. Draw the hands up past the torso, on up towards the sky. Reach on up, find steeple hands so the index fingers are pointing upward. Inhale, shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to tiptoe forward with our left toes towards a tall steeple stand here, mountain pose. Inhale, exhale, draw ourselves back to our eagle arms, right under left. Elbows are at shoulder height, and we can wrap the hands around or find our expression of eagle. And then we're going to soften the left knee, take that balance on the left foot, sweep the right foot in front, find the bent knees as we kickstand our right foot on the other side of the left. Inhale, exhale, magnetize the thighs towards each other and magnetize yourself towards your center. If you want to find eagle balance, you can do this from a chair, or you can bend at the waist, at the hips, and holding those legs together with our exhale into eagle balance. We want to find that length in the spine, exactly the same breath, nurturing breath that we did lying down, hugging into the midline. Find the breath, find your way there through the breath, so no over forcing. Come on out of the pose. Ah, lovely. Roll the shoulders behind you. Reconnect. And then sweep the arms up to the sky. And we're going to balance on our right foot and reach the left leg back. And balance our arrow here, standing strong on the right side, building our bridge back towards the center. So step that left foot back, sweep the arms next to the hips, hands to the hips, and we're going to step ourselves back to our middle starting point. Beautiful. Hands on hips. Inhale, star shape. Shine yourself out there. And exhale, come back to the middle. Bring it energetically in your hands, back to the midline, back to your solar plexus, so below the ribs. Feel your energy right in the center, bringing that brightness inward, stabilizing force. Let's sweep the arms left, keeping soft through the knees. We're going to take that nice movement left and right again. Left and right. And then as we reach right next time, we're going to sweep on towards the left and step our feet towards our warrior one. Hands to the hips, guiding yourself kindly into warrior one, finding stability, connecting feet, exhaling, wrapping that strength around your spine, upward towards the crown of the head. Once you've established that stability, sweep the hands next to the torso. Inhale, exhale, reach up to that steeple position. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then tiptoe forward, straightening out your left leg up to our stability here in steeple. And from here, with those raised arms, we're going to turn this into an eagle pose on this side, left arm under right. Find the arms in their connected place. Soften through your right knee, left foot over right to the other side. You can stay up tall here, but use that breath again to orbit back to your center. And if you'd like to bend at the waist with me, lengthen that spine. Exhale, holding strong through the torso. Eagle pose. Keep things right and harmonious. Come back to mountain pose. Sweep the arms towards the sky. Balance on your left foot as you reach the right leg back. And that proprioception brings that right foot down. As we come to center, we're going to take on our balance there, ending up here with our feet a little closer together than we were in the big star. And now we're just going to shift that energy up through our Tai Chi inspired movement, using those sweeping arms first, nice and slow, feeling the tapping of the hands on the body, that self-nurturing. Coming back to that counting of your breath, inhaling for 7, exhaling for 8, as we wrap our energy around ourselves, around our center, so that we can radiate out and share it out. And tap if you want to go faster. Soften through the knees. Waking up some of those energy points on the back body. Look back with your eyes. So the eyes are part of this energizing. And then slow it down. So take your pace back to the center. Lovely. Let's take our walk to the base of the mat. Nice. And we're going to take our trip back down to our wonderful earth support. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Look on up, feeling that positivity shower down on you. And sweep the arms out to wingspan. Come down with the hands on the floor, bent knees. If you'd like to take that straight knee and you can have that capacity, that's okay. But everyone else, bend the knees, bringing the head down again, releasing the neck here. Walk the hands out. Take a tabletop or a down dog. Find that shape. Mark the shape with your breath. Inhale, exhale. If you're in tabletop, begin to move the hands forward. And if you're in down dog, bringing the shins down to the floor. We're going to walk the hands forward to a knee plank. If you want to curl those toes under or cushion them, please do so. Or just taking a nice, building another bridge here. So from the knees, past the hips to the shoulders, back of the neck, gaze soft. Knee plank, so we hold here, squeezing towards the armpits with our shoulders. Yes, like that. Keep it long, keep it supported. And then sweep back towards child's pose. Inhale, exhale, coming forward on your forearms. We're going to switch it so that we're lying down, face down on the mat. And we can cushion the forehead beneath with our hands. Taking yet another opportunity to feel that the earth and ourselves are connected deeply. The front body, the heart, solar plexus, the third eye connected to that solidity. Inhale, exhale. Let's take the arms next to the ears so that they're reaching above us. And we gently roll side to side. So you don't have to go completely on your side, but if you want to play with it, you can, just kind of rolling around. And if you want to bring the hands closer to the body and help yourself roll onto the right and left or toward the right and left side. Getting playful here. Just for fun. Noticing the right side, the left side.
And then come on back to our prone position, forehead down. Take the hands next to the shoulders, taking the feet to the floor, tops of the feet, and the toenails too, pressing through that energy of the feet. We're going to exhale and feel the legs wake up, elbows to the ribs, lift the head up, baby cobra, and then come down. Again, as you do this, keep that tailbone pointing towards the heels, keep the hip ribs and the shoulders connected and bridged. As we come down, inhale again, up and down. On this exhale, slide those arms next to the ears, reaching out. We're going to lift the left arm and the right leg and the head. And down, and then lift up and down. Each time you lift with your breath, if you can feel that lengthening. So we're creating space with the movement, not the opposite, which would be the compression, right? This is the lengthening that we're looking for in our spine. Exhale down. And in. And exhale. One more time. On each side. Finding balance. And now sway the hips side to side. And lift the legs, the arms, and the head off the mat. Lengthen through the back of the neck. And ease yourself back down. Now point that tailbone. Again, re-engage as you exhale into the core. Then lift up as we take a little teeny tiny swim with our arms and our legs. Swimming towards spring. And exhale, release. As you take the hands, just support yourself. We're going to end up on the back. Nice. Ah, beautiful. Let's take a blanket or a block. We're going to place it underneath the sacrum from a bridge position. Lift the hips up into bridge and then ease the low back onto the block or the blanket. Yes, now we can do our synchronized swimming. Just after we've swam, we can now do synchronized swimming. Inhale, exhale, find that shape of yourself in this position. So we really just recognize where we are, the shape we're making. Inhale to the base of the spine, exhale, hug in, fortify, and then take the knees towards the sky. Inhale, exhale again. Feel that strength through the abdominals, and then lift up to straight legs. Point and flex the feet, and circle the ankles. And we're doing a shoulder stand here. Good for the brain-body connection. Bend the knees a little bit if you'd like, or take an angle there. Angle with your leg that's comfortable. Pressing up and out, pedaling. And then let's take those synchronized swimmer up, legs straight, and then out to a V, and then back again. Exhaling, closure. Inhale, open, exhale, close. And point and flex again. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide apart. Take the hands to the ankles and make the butterfly. Knees. Exhaling, feeling in your hands, underneath your hands. Feel those front abdominals engage as you support the rising up back to the candlestick legs.
and then back to our cobbler. And then on up. One more time. Lovely. Bring both feet down to the floor. Lengthen out the left leg and then the right leg. So we feel the lifting up our hips, giving them a break from the pressure. Adjust your position if you need. Sweep the arms next to the ears. Flex the feet. Feel the length and the lift. And then sweep the arms. Exhale next to the body. Bend one knee and then the other. Find your position on that blocker blanket. Inhale the right knee towards you. Circle the ankle and then hold the back of the thigh and the sole of the foot to the sky as you come towards a happy baby, supported through the sacrum. Use that exhale to re-engage through the sacrum on that surface, that earthy feeling of the support. Take the left leg long if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, left arm next to left ear. And then sweep the left arm next to you. Bend the left knee back, foot on the floor. Hug that knee to you again and release the right leg. Inhale, exhale, left knee towards you, hug it in. Hold the back of the thigh and hold the foot to the sky. You can stay with the right leg bent or straighten out the right leg. Flex through the foot, holding into that middle and our center. Hold the right arm next to the right ear. And exhale the right arm next to the body and bend the right knee. Release the left leg down. We're going to take a supported happy baby. So let's either, you can do this lifted or you can lift and come down to the block, to the mat if you'd like to just do a happy baby from the mat. Inhale, exhale, feel your support system as you reach the knees towards you, and then guide them out towards the armpits. And then the soles of the feet to the sky. So we've got the hips lifted here. May call for some adjustment. Feel free so that you feel free, happy, and harmonious with this pose. Hold on to the feet, spread the toes, relax the face. Allow gravity to assist your thighs and your hips to let go. Finding that cradle of the breath, the in breath for 7, out breath for 8, bringing the soles of the feet together, holding on to those shins. Feel those knees out to the side and then back, bringing the knees together in your hands. Hold the back of the thighs, one foot down and then the other. Now hold strong through those feet, press down while you lift up into a bridge and remove the block from underneath you. And bring us down, bridging down to the floor. Hopefully that felt lovely. We're going to take our strap and do a strap twist. Inviting that right knee towards you, taking the sole of the foot to that strap. We get a bonus here, hamstring stretch, so we connect the bridge between the hip and the heel, lengthening that bridge. So lengthening the hamstrings, stretching the calf. You can hold here at whatever angle is comfortable for you. And now stepping through the left foot, let's bridge on up and come over to our left side. And the right foot comes down to the floor. Simply hold on to those sides of the strap as you bend the left knee to the right angle. We want the skull and the sacrum aligned on our horizontal shape. Take the right hand to the heart, elbow to the sky, and open up so that the heart faces the sky. We expand around our stabilizing center. Stargazing. If we want to bring the gaze over towards the right, great therapy for the neck. Release the back of the ribs. And coil that breath, hugging the spine with your exhale. Sweep the right fingertips up towards the sky. Hold on to that strap. And bring yourself back to the bent left knee and that right leg towards the sky. Bend and release through the strap. Inhale, invite the left knee towards you. Lift that foot up skyward. Find that length. Left hip to left heel. Take your breaths here so we light up the back of the leg. And relieve our low back. When you've spent your time here, press through the right foot, lift up as we come onto our right side. I'm going to switch over and bring your left foot down on the floor. Hold on to the strap with your right hand. Bend the right knee. Find the skull to sacrum alignment. Inhale, left hand to your heart. Notice that alignment of the heart and the head and the hips, the pelvis. And twist. Look up at the sky. Maybe gaze on over to the left. Notice your state of mind, the shift you've created by placing that consciousness to the mind and the body and the spirit all together in a practice. Sweep the left fingertips up towards the sky. Close around the strap and then back onto your back. Hold there and then let go of the strap. Over to the side, both legs lengthen out. So we feel that relief through the legs, through the hips. They just naturally open up so the feet flop out to the side. And the body is towards our Shavasana. Resting pose, palms to the sky. Pressing through the elbows, bringing the shoulder blades together. We'll release the shoulders a little more as you exhale. And close the eyes. and find a path of breath. You are supported. You're centered. You're grounded to our earth. With that stability, find your freedom. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Enjoy the breath. And begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bend the knees and the elbows and roll onto the right side. For a moment, just notice the benefits of this practice in your body and your mind and your spirit. Come on up to a seated position. Hands at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Namaste.